All right, all right, all right. Welcome, family. How we doing today? And this is the Collective Enlightenment. How are you?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
All right. On my good side, we got Sister Ruby.
How you
Say,
doing?
all right.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Collective Enlightenment Friday night. Let's
And
talk
then
about it. We have amazing guests in the house.
we have Brother Spirit Bear in the building. Spirit Bear, come on to the platform.
You going?
Hey, there you go.
How we
Awesome.
doing, bro?
Sorry, I had to wait from the phone for a second. I'm doing all right. How are y'all?
That's right.
We are
Awesome.
doing good. We are doing good.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
So
yes, we.
question. So tonight we want to just let you know HD is coming in. He's going to be coming in very soon, so we'll be joining the conversation. I am one of your amazing hosts that here for Collective Enlightenment, Miss Ruby, also known as Ruby T, the Queen. Yes, yes, Mr. Thomas showing off his T-shirt. Go ahead, show off the T-shirt, brother.
Yeah,
Show
yeah,
off.
yeah. We gotta get the T-shirt in there.
That's right. Show off them logos.
P2, P2G in the building always.
Yes, guys. So tonight we have an interesting conversation. We're bringing to the forefront. I should say, right now we're going to do the State of the Union or the State of the Condition of Crypto. We're going
That
to be
is
doing
the
the State
truth.
of the State of the Conditions on Crypto. We're going to talk about some subjects that are right now in the news and touching some serious basis with a lot of people in cryptocurrency. We're not just crypto enthusiasts; we're educators. We're literally the people who protect, guide, build, educate, and support cryptocurrency around the world. And we have some new law going on in America because I can only speak for where I stand. I'm in America, so therefore the laws changing in America affects myself and my neighbors. So we're going to talk about what laws changing have to do with us. Is everybody good with that?
I'm excellent. I can't wait. I've been I don't want to say harping on this, but I'm really committed that people who are in the crypto space and people who are not even yet aware of what cryptocurrency is have an opportunity to actually engage in the conversation of how cryptocurrency can affect their bottom line and their day-to-day living.
Right.
That's truly what's at stake.
So to be honest, cryptocurrency can be affected, but can the blockchain be affected?
Well, my thing is this: the blockchain in itself, no, because it's a ledger. It's going to show what comes up there. It's going to show. But what can be affected is the on ramps and the off ramps, and that is people's wallets, people's exchanges. That can be affected. And with the new infrastructure, the infrastructure bill coming about, that's what that is their intent. And they're trying to put it in between 2,700 pages of rhetoric and squeeze something in.
Okay. So, because right now we do not want to end up being very vague in our conversation, we have people who have no clue what is going on. We have people who are in the audience which we want to say welcome and thank you for joining us on this platform as a part of the conversation that is not just cryptocurrency, but world
Yeah,
finance and economics and economy. We're talking about how we collectively connect to one another in a financial arena. And today we have some actual news going on. And so Mr. Thomas is going to lead us on this one because he's been sharing. He's very passionate, but I'm going to ask him to please be very clear, plain, and unvague about what's going on, but also try to hold back too much opinion because this is, like I said, this is a two-sided story. We don't want
absolutely.
people thinking that what we say is law. Like what we're saying is all there is. Because
No, not at all. There's more to it.
I got it. So this conversation is just that. It's a conversation. We want to make sure everybody knows. So that means that all those who are watching, from wherever you're watching, we want you to interact. Please type in your questions, your opinions. We will make sure we post them and that they're being heard and that they're being acknowledged. So, Mr.
Absolutely.
Thomas, what is the subject for the day? First of all, I want to say, Spirit Bear One, thank you for joining us. I had Spirit Bear come on because he joined us this morning for Breakfast with the Thomases, and I appreciate his energy as well as his voice in this matter. This is a gentleman that reminds us that no matter what may take place, that no matter how it may appear, there are two sides to all of this. And he maintains that positive outlook, and I love it. We need that.
I gotta give it to him. He does.
Yeah,
He really does.
because that's what's needed. We cannot go to the left on this or to the right on this. We have to continue to walk the road directly up the way we have been. All right. So, Spirit Bear, do you have anything that you want to comment on what's going on in the news right now around crypto?
Yeah, I mean, uh, like honestly, like it doesn't really bother me much. There's been so many attacks on crypto from many different countries in many different forms, and
Mm-hmm.
this is just another one. And I mean, we even with this happening, we had the biggest Bitcoin purchase in Bitcoin history happen just the last 2 weeks.
Look at
Um,
that.
People are speculating that that was Amazon, but I mean, it kind of makes sense because it was like over like what was it, $100 billion or something. Um, so the only company that could really do that would be Amazon or Google or something, you know. So one of these major companies has decided to get in and get on the boat, and they're not just going to do that for no reason. So things are not just going to go away, and um, even with whatever regulations they try to put, there's still going to be ways around it. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it.
Uh-huh. So we just gotta keep that positive outlook on what we're up to. You know, what we are up to. Keep our focus on building our portfolios, keeping our cryptocurrency safe, keeping current with what's going on for self. This is an educational term for finances. This is one of those points where we have to jump in, where we have to get in where we fit in, but we've got to make sure that we are aware of what keeps us moving forward. Come on, Mr. Thomas. So what's
Well,
going on? Be specific about what's happening. Let's let Mr. Thomas
well,
kind of
this weekend they are trying to pass the infrastructure bill for 2020, for 2022 and 2023 on how to spend the money. Now they have a very the Senate are voting. Let's be real specific. The Senate is in the vote right now because the bill has already gone past the House. But what they're doing is they're sneaking small amendments in there. Particular one amendment I'm referring to is Section 8063, and that's the digital currency one they've placed in, and where there's specific um, conversation around making everyone who owns a wallet,
mm-hmm,
has a node, or who is mining cryptocurrency
mm-hmm,
to become a broker. But their definition of a broker is very broad. They're
uh-huh.
including things that do not fit into the scope of cryptocurrency.
Okay. Yes,
They're
so
being
that's
very
11 or
vague.
welcome
And
family.
welcome, yes, yes. And one of the other things they're doing, but they're not telling people, there was also another bill put in place in front of Senator Rob Portman of Ohio from Senator Toomey and two other senators who
Mm-hmm,
actually had a balanced way of actually looking at cryptocurrency. And there were regulations put in place,
mm-hmm,
but they, because I can't say because that's my opinion, but
okay.
Portman went before President Biden and got him to help push this particular his particular bill ahead, his particular amendment in above Toomey and Loomis.
Got
So
it.
there is another bill in place, but they opted out of putting it into this current infrastructure bill, which was more apt to dealing with minors and had a clearer definition of what a minor is. It isn't a
From a
cryptocurrency holder.
cryptocurrency, right? From a cryptocurrency point,
Yes, very much
what
so.
that was made up, right? So what my question is okay. So we talk about how how important it is to be very. All right, so we have some folks that are coming on there letting us know. Look,
Hey,
we
Miss B,
have.
I see that.
Yeah, there we go. Let's have some conversation. They're trying to take away our future generational wealth for us and our family. Oh, she's a little upset about that. Well, keep in mind, crypto, blockchain, all of that, none of it's changed. Don't stop doing what you're doing. You want people in our community to strengthen themselves, but be vigilant in the areas, expanded areas. Now we have to be, we have to participate in the
Yeah,
politics of it all. Because with that,
absolutely.
you still live in America. You still live subject to the rules and the laws of that place. And no matter what happens, if you don't want to be fined out of your generational wealth is what we're talking about, because that's what will happen. It is not like it is uncommon that people not following the rules that are now made, and that's why we've been getting in touch with people to reach out to Senator Portman's office and pour in with the messages on you know going against adding this bill, changing
Changing the
changing the
language.
language before putting it through or trying to push it through, because he won't be senator next year. I
No.
guarantee you that.
But one of the things, it's not only that we be vigilant. I mean, and I'm not a political person. I'm really not.
It's not a political conversation.
No, not at all. But if you have a voice when it comes to cryptocurrency and you want to be heard, you need to reach out and start calling your local senators because they just announced it on NBC today. They're working through the weekend
Yeah,
to
they've
try
done
to
that several
pass
times.
this.
So Congress does
Which is
that whenever they're trying to get something pushed through quickly. These people have taken strike. They've gone on strike.
yes,
They've gone on strike. They've taken long holidays, but for this, they'll work the weekend. I
they'll work
want
the
you to
weekend.
think about that. I really think people need to think about actions that are being taken at different times when different things take place. We've
You know,
seen Congress go on vacation, not come back, not be adjourned. They're literally adjourned through weekday work, and now they're going into overtime just to pass
yeah.
this bill.
You gotta speak
Why
to
is
the
it?
politicians.
Yeah, you got
Got
to
to.
think about it. Why is it? You know, when playing this game called life, what do we have to do? Some of the things that we have to do. When you're not familiar with wealth, and I learned from the wealthy, there are moves you have to make. It's like a monopoly game. And I don't
Absolutely.
care how good-hearted you are or how nice you want to be about it or how positive, you've got to be strategic. You got to be correct, positive, and strategic at the same time. Strategy implies that and I love this because it goes back to, creation. We have to do everything we do for the land, we have to do for our lives in everything. And that's one thing I love about it. My friend here is a farmer. And I always like to confer back to my farmers, people who actually respect and build and till the land. Because those are hard rules. Spirit bear. You
Yes.
there, Ben? Gotta ask a question. In farming, are there some seriously staunch, serious, hard rules about farming? Like things you have to absolutely do at a certain time, a certain way, on time. Otherwise, the outcome is not, optimal.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the most obvious one, watering, you know.
Right, right, yeah. And timing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Protection. You understand protection of your crop. I think I get a lot of this. And by the way, a lot of this stuff from Crop Bites is really helping. This little
Yes.
crypto game we playing, getting this. There is a crypto bites that Crop Bites we working with. I'm getting free. I'm loving it because it's building it. The assets building up. It's an NFT game we're playing, and I have a farm. And in my farm, if I don't feed my cows on time, my cows don't put out milk until I fed them enough to get back to a percentage of health that makes them healthy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And for those who have signed up for Crop Bites, I'm letting you know we're using that as a fundraiser for the actual farm in that's in North Carolina. So we hope that you get in touch with us so you can learn how to earn and support others in your earnings. I love it. It's really fun. It's a great way to fundraise. But I want to just say that I'm learning to be more responsible. My farm are my animals. These are real living processes in the world that have been digitized, and they put me on the clock. I don't want my corn going bad. Okay, I don't want my corn going bad, so I've got to pay attention to it. I've got to plant it. I've got to water it. I've got to. Then I have to give it its time to grow, and I must come back and I must till my farm. Right? I must
Yeah.
harvest.
Farming is one of those things that take patience. You cannot come in there thinking you're just going everything's going to happen overnight. Because if you like instant gratification, convert a coin and buy a coin. But when it comes to tilling the land and working the land, there is no such thing as instant gratification. Nature works a certain way, and you either work with nature or nature is going to work with you, and you definitely may not like the outcome.
That's what I'm talking about. I want everyone to understand here. I like that technology and blockchain have made crypto fun. They've made learning how to do things like farming, being responsible, keeping timings with certain things, fun, and earning profits. That's so amazing. My issue is always that possibility of it being taken away. So I always want to be protective of my space. But remember that this still holds the light. This is still the way. And that's what we want to send. We want to drive that home with our audience of folks who are new to the crypto space. If you've never heard about cryptocurrency, blockchain, Bitcoin, it's okay. It is not rocket science. It's some simple math and some simple technology that you use all the time, your cell phone. We're all learning how to use
Yeah.
digital only. Don't even get it twisted. I could build a computer, but it took me a few months to learn how to do this. This was just the new phone. I'm not talking about the first phone. I'm just talking about the new phone. I'm still learning the stuff I got going on in here, and I'm learning it from other people. So let's
That's
let's talk about that collective that needs to be collectively empowered because what started out as the people's money as a game for us to play with each other to earn and build and learn and develop life together has been, ooh, the big boys jumped in, and what happened? What happened, y'all?
the big boys are trying to rewrite the rules to the game because they've come to the knowledge that cryptocurrency. Hold on.
I got it. You got it. Either way, you're gonna get it either way. Al, go ahead and finish talking, honey.
Cryptocurrency is decentralized. It is outside the common scope of how they do business. Um, you know, pro bono, for lack of a better term. You know, it isn't the same game. We're using similar rules, but the board is absolutely different. Let me put it to you this way, and this is how I got the whole world of this the other day. I was coming home from the doctor, and I saw some guys playing chess in the park. Now there was two young guys on one side playing chess, and they had one board. There were two senior gentlemen. They were playing chess on three boards, elevated above each other. And I'm trying to figure out how is that even possible? And I thought about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has the ability to do multiple transactions and multiple, you know, transactions and re-enters and close. And there are no limitations because the blockchain is so vast, it can manage all that. And everything has their own time and space, and it goes in an order. But it made me realize that people, this is what's happening. Congress, the U.S. corporation, has operated under the same guise and umbrella for over 400 years. We just flipped the switch and changed the game completely. How cool is that? How cool is it that we actually changed the entire scope of the game and we got to take control of our finances. We got to take control of where we do business.
Yeah.
You know, we got to take control of where we do business and who we do business with because we choose to. What do you think
So
about that?
I
What do
want
you
to
think
put it
about
out
that?
to so let's put it out to the audience, the folks that are listening at home. This is an interactive show, so we want to let you know. So if you're hearing this voice and you have something that you want to share about what's going on, I don't care if you just want to know what's going on. Type in
Mhm.
your question and we'll put it up, and we will get your question answered. This is
Absolutely.
important for us to know that you have a voice. It'll be heard. It'll be answered, and we will always seek answers from not one source but many to confirm.
Multiple.
That is what we must do as the learners and the forward learners in this new economic way of being. This is really just all it is. This is us existing in the new universe of finance. I absolutely love some of the videos that we have with some of the speakers who share their crypto knowledge on YouTube. They have some really amazing. So we have some followings that we have. So I ended up getting the information from BitBoy. Who knows about the BitBoy?
Love Big Boy.
BitBoy teams. You guys know about BitBoy? He was one of the first that introduced me to cryptocurrency when I was seeking my knowledge from YouTube. He's been around for a while, and I've gotten to know some new faces because of the network that we have. But what I love is that the community comes together. This really is a community. It's not a bunch of random people just doing something. We all are vested in the same thing. If you have Bitcoin, I got Bitcoin, we got Bitcoin, and it's all the same price. It's got all the same
Absolutely.
price. And that's what we want for the world. The people the people on a rice paddy in China has Bitcoin. My Bitcoin and their Bitcoin has same value. That's a change in the world economy. That's a shift in evening the odds for everyone at once. So crypto, I should say the blockchain, crypto via the blockchain has changed the world and how things can be done. Now, what happens is that you have governments and large organizations that used to be the gatekeepers that no longer are. Their jobs are being taken, their existence being challenged, their usefulness, because we know that crypto exists upon it. The importance of the purpose of crypto exists on use case, correct?
Absolutely. Or proof of work.
Someone's got to be, well, no, proof of work, proof of stake. There's so many that's the use case. We've got to start realizing there are several different proofs that can make verifiable transactions happen. And they're changing all the time, aren't they? It's becoming a little more, I should say, it's called becoming cost effective and energy secure. Y'all got to forgive me, my glasses. Starting to get to me.
It's all right.
So, hello, my family. We see you all in the chat. Hop in. Y'all give me some love. Go and give me some love in there in the chat. Let everybody know who you are. I'm going to put you guys up. This is the P2G family that's in the space. We try to get them on sometimes if we can get them in the space. But we're gonna let you know
We love having them. We love having them on.
some shout outs.
Uh,
Here we
we got
go.
Miss B up in the building. We got Sister Chocolate
So
Gold Bay.
my question is what is the importance of having this of being in this space in this way, of having cryptocurrency affect the lives of people? How, how has crypto as is before all of this affected lives? How does it? Why does it?
Well, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm gonna say what Miss B said. Is creating futures of generational wealth. It was the first time many people have had an opportunity to see what generational wealth could look like in their life. They could actually see it firsthand and be able to take part in it. And they're no longer a bystander. They're actually engaged in doing the work. That's probably the biggest thing that I've gathered or that I've seen, and I'm sure other people on this platform have seen some of that generational wealth come into fruition for them.
That's right.
Brother Spirit, what do you think? Because I like how you do what you do. Could you share with us, please? Brother Spirit, what do you think? I like how you
How I share how I do what?
So
share.
Shad,
Share. What do you think about what has crypto made available for you in the space?
yeah,
As far as yeah, just keep it simple.
Yeah, I mean, I was even talking earlier about how just in February of this year, I didn't own any crypto at all. I only knew about Bitcoin. I didn't know about any other cryptos. And then, now I'm selling NFTs. I'm teaching NFT classes with y'all. I have a whole bunch of different cryptos. I got more savings than I've ever had in my life. Um, just, yeah.
Now, see, that in itself is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Sorry about that. Phenomenal.
Miss Kai says I have control over my finances. Miss Kai, I would love for you to be on this conversation because she has a point of view that literally points out. I mean, Miss Kai has a very strong point of view because she has experience and she knew what she was looking for from day one. This is a young lady who recognizes crypto as a game changer for her. And you know how hard it is for sometimes for people to see that for themselves. So I'm gonna invite Miss Kai to come on to talk if you got a second, honey. Share your point of view with us. All right, I'm
Oh,
about to
that
put
would be
her.
so cool. That'd be so cool. But what else? What I mean, for some people, what else is it? Because I know, being a facilitator on the platform, we see a few more things than everyone else does, and we get to take pictures. That we have to do research on some of this stuff before we bring it out. You know, matter of fact, I got it. I'm gonna keep it. I have never done as much research on crypt on anything, but when between Miss Ruby and the Bankers Club, Spirit Bear, and
Right.
Miss Anointed Steph sharing certain things with me, I've had I've actually taken on stepping up my game because I wanted to make sure that what was available was clear and concise when it was being given out. Because I
Exactly.
know a lot of times I speak. That's what I do. I speak jargon, and then I got to be reminded to speak English. And now I'm like, all I want to do is my goal is to just speak English and come across as understandable and clear. That's it. I don't want to use big words.
Yeah.
Though I like them. I like my $5 dictionary, but we won't do.
I think what has to happen is that we have to be more relatable. We were
Yeah.
listening to, what is it, Mike Ross? Who was it yesterday? We saw the video.
Mike Moses.
No, the video we watched last night with the group about the young man who gave the information. Miss Avis gave us the link. But either way, we had an amazing meeting yesterday, so we could go into action. And we're hoping that people are making phone calls to their senators to let them know that
Yes.
they're very They don't want them to pass this bill as is. Mark Moss, thank you so much. Mark Moss.
Yep,
So
that is
something
it.
Mark Moss did share that I think we need to pay attention to. Sometimes when you know something or know how things work, you tend to sound real techy or a little foreign to people when you're trying to explain the importance to them. So we've got to learn how to speak in a way that people understand it, the importance for them. You know, and I know that we're turning literally, we turn a nickel into 15 cents basically. We do that every Monday and Friday at P2G. We sit down and do the math and show you how crypto grows. How what happens to your dollars when you put them into cryptocurrency or assets. This is not something government and wealthy people have not known all, and your bankers have not known all the time.
But they don't share it.
This is not something that is common knowledge for people. And when they see it, oh boy, and then have access to it, have the average person, a child, having access to expanding and acquiring assets that grow exponentially by pennies and even portions of pennies. Baby, you speaking a foreign language. There's people who've been told to to get dollars.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. They're gonna have to probably do some like parental controls or something on that for kids because I know if I was a kid playing video games and earning money, I would never leave the screen.
I know that I had this game, I'd have been a gamer today. I wouldn't be Miss Ruby, I'd be known as Ruby Gamer. That was it.
Well,
She do it,
look,
y'all. She do it. And I'm loving it because we know we have young people. Hey, hey.
yes, she did.
Like
Miss Kai did do
I
that.
shared that information. Thank you, Miss Kai. We appreciate it. I'm so grateful. Yes, Mark Moss. Oh, we love it. We love it. Yes. The information in our platform is, I mean, it's abundant because it's all of us contributing to it. You know, that's kind of what I like. I'm getting to learn the gamer environment, and it's connected. You know what I'm saying? I have friends
Mhm.
who are gamers. They do gaming so that they could win prizes in money. And here we go. Instead of getting partial interest on my money. That's right, girl. She said instead of getting partial interest on my money, I can multiply it. That's right. I love
Look,
it. I love it. Miss Kaya, what's up? I love it. I dropped you the link, Miss Kai. Check your Facebook. Go on and get on. Hop on. Don't have to be typing in the which code. You got a voice. Come on and speak. She said, I get my money on all my coins.
mm,
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
every single paycheck straight to the wallet. I love it, Miss Kai. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's the truth. She
But
said she gets.
it's so cool to understand. When you not even as an adult and you've never saved money before, you
That's a
now have the
commitment.
opportunity to take 5, 10, $15, invest it for a little bit of time, or actually use it and have it multiplied without you having to do anything other than pay attention to what's going on. And then you have the opportunity to make a profit and choose whether you want to reinvest your profit or actually take it and use it for day to day living. I want y'all guys to get that. That's something that isn't given to you. Normally, you get a paycheck and it's on a linear level. And someone told me something a while ago, and I'm just starting to get it. Shout out to my brother Bob Lozier. I'm not on furlough anymore.
Go. Thank you.
He said to me,
Open your camera, Miss Kai.
until you understand how to exponentially change your finances so you don't know what you're going to make between last year and this year within $5,000, you have not learned how to make money yet. You have not learned how to even manage an asset. And I'm sitting there like he told me this over 10
Right.
years ago. And it never made sense to me until I started doing crypto and understanding how money truly works because I was a staunch 9 to 5. I'm go to work,
Yep.
get paid, come home, pay the bills, and now I just want to come home, get on my computer, play my crop bite, jump on my forex, see what's going on, so I can actually have an opportunity to change the way my family will see things in the future
Hello, Miss
and
Kai.
be part of
Welcome
the
to the
game.
stage.
Yes, Miss Kai, Miss Kai.
You know you're on the other screen, right? Your camera's over there. You're looking away from your camera. Alvin does that so often. It's so
Yes, I
crazy.
do. Yes, I
I'm like,
do.
you gotta look at the camera.
Don't worry, we got you, Miss Kai. How are you tonight?
You muted, honey. You muted.
Open your mic, Miss
Let's
Kai.
see if I can get it open. Uh-oh, you gotta do it. You gotta unmute yourself. It won't let me unmute you.
Miss Kai, tap the.
I'm wonderful.
There you
Thank you so
go.
much. Oh, you
Absolutely.
know what? Let me see if I can move it over. Oh,
It's
All
fine,
let
on
Miss.
me
one
move.
system. That's right. I know. It's so interesting.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Awesome, awesome.
Alvin, you sound like you outside.
I know Miss Kai has an interesting perspective on when it comes to crypto. Can you share? Could you share with us your, you know, your knowledge of not your knowledge of, but what crypto has done in your space
Yeah.
with all the things that you're involved in?
How does it affect your life?
Well, you know what? I really have to credit Avis, Sister Avis, because she invited me initially to the crypto, to the PG2 network.
That's what's up. And yes, shout out to Miss Avis, who happens to be an
Yes,
amazing
yes.
trainer in our P2G network, the crypto boomers. That's
And it's
what's up.
really been enlightening for me.
Oh, yes. Yes. We seen you grow, baby. I can tell you now. We seen you grow. You came with your own personality and purposes. You were looking for something, I could tell. And when you speak, I'm like, she found it. Miss Kai found it, and she gonna keep making sure everybody know this where it's at. As see, that's the thing about people who want to learn. They realize life is big and it's never limited. I listen to you talk, and it's like that's what I'm talking about. That's what we set out to do. We set out to have people in a state of wanting to embrace the new world. You know, there's some people who one I tell they call themselves seniors and tell me that, oh, we too old to learn new tricks. I said, first of all, let me share something with you. You ain't never too old. I'll be 113 on this planet still learning new stuff. My grandmother got her master's in her 40s. Okay, she went back to school and she had been teaching for 10 years. So she reminded me, she said, I don't care if you go back for one credit at a time. All that matters is that you complete it. That's it. Keep learning and never stop. That woman, I mean, she had me so motivated. I was like, well, what can I do? you know?
Yeah, you got me looking at myself like, okay, I gotta go do these music classes I've been slacking on.
I love it. I love it. I love what you're doing. His NFT class has been amazing. I have to tell you, this is the last week for the discounted price. He did set up because someone did pay after the class. This was the last time. We won't be accepting any more payments after tomorrow for his class because his Sunday is his last $50 class. I'm so looking forward to the value given in this class. I learned NFT. I learned to make NFTs in a 2-hour class. And I was like, oh wow. Yesterday Ethereum did a hard fork and the price the fee skyrocketed. And I was like, oh shucks, I waited too
Don't
long.
worry. It's gonna go down again, and we're gonna be able to do all the NFTs we need to do.
But
Because I got a couple I want to put together.
I was so proud of myself because I went through these steps. You know, friends have been trying to explain it. You know, you listen to your buddies and you're watching them and everything, but you don't always get it. This young man put together a phenomenal program that literally, like that, you got it. it was like, okay, so all I have to do is go to the page and click this and this and this. Now, you know the hardest part. You didn't tell me about creating the bad boy and deciding on which one you're going to use. Now, that's what took us hours. We, it took us hours to figure out.
Yeah, look, let me tell you, that was something. We had like 50 different ideas, and like, you know what? We're gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna do too much. Because look, I'm right now. I'm trying to be more in my creative space. So I got a lot of ideas. She's like, okay, you're doing too much. Let's bring it down to something simple.
Yes.
And we
Well,
did. We came up with this. I like what we came up with. Did I really did? I actually love what we came up with.
so I look forward to. I can't wait to present it this weekend. We were checking the prices of the fees for right now, and they're kind of low again. So for anyone who experienced it, and I meant to put this out, but we got so caught up in what's happening in the news. I meant to put it out that we kept getting notifications from our financial institutions that held Ethereum coin. They sent us notices to let us know there's a London hard fork that took place yesterday. And in that London hard fork, all of Ethereum was going to be affected. So if you saw a spike in fees, that's what it was. Just back off for a day, stay off for a day. I was like, oh, okay. They said this was coming because I was like, what's this? Why are they asking me for like $50? The thing is like,
Yeah, for me it was like $1,000. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go mint on Hictanuk.
you're gonna find another platform.
It was like, yeah, for minting on Hen, it's on the Tezos platform.
Okay.
It came out to like 15 cents, and I minted 123 editions of a piece.
Well, good. You're gonna add that to it because I want to learn how to do that one this week. I will pay again for my class.
You don't have to
It's
pay
all
them. Dude.
about learning. I'm telling everybody, cryptocurrency is all about learning. It's like everything else. Finance,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just about continuing the process. Miss Chocolate Gold Bay in the house. Hey, sister.
Greetings, everyone. I'm so sorry I'm late. Oh my goodness, I've had the
Uh,
most
Greetings,
eventful
greetings,
night.
sisters.
I'll tell y'all about it later. How's everybody doing?
Great.
That's right. I tell see what Albie used to say. Blessed and highly favored, darling.
That's
we being
right.
empowered.
Empowered for sure.
Mm-mm.
Family, let me just explain something. What you're seeing here is a culmination of people coming together who wanted to see something better for themselves and willing to give away what they were receiving. So, in turn, receiving more than you ever expected, huh? I like how you
That's
Absolutely.
said
right.
that because she said, "Oh, my coins." Oh, she said, "Oh, I get money on all my coins." And you know what? That's what we want. We've been trying to get people to understand. That's this opportunity. You ain't getting that in the bank. And of course, they're going to try to hold you back. Of course, they're going to be like, wait a
Yep.
minute, what are you talking about? New Jersey put a ban on which one of those platforms that was giving away a lot. I think it was crypto.com. They
No, it was
actually
block
it was
blockfolio.
Blockfolio. Thank you.
Blockfolio.
So Blockfolio was talking about how you get interest this and that much interest. New Jersey was like, no, you're not gonna be over here talking about you giving interest on stuff at those rates on cryptocurrency before we can get in the door. Now, mind you, New Jersey was one of those. They were very loose because in our state, I live in New York, and in New York we're limited
Oh yes.
because of the crazy people out here who decided they wanted to regulate crypto because of the stock market that wasn't making the money like crypto was rolling. Okay, we had a crypto exchange, y'all. If you look at the history of cryptocurrency, you will find that the first Bitcoin exchange existed in New York. About I think it was in the early 2000s when Bitcoin started coming out, it started coming up and showing up. They created a Bitcoin exchange. Oh,
Yeah, they
sorry.
shut it down quick.
Yeah, that
Mm.
exchange had to get shut down. And oh, of course, they went from shutting down the exchange to the Silk Road and tried to make it seem as though all of that was one thing.
Yeah,
And that's when they were like, "Oh no, we got to put the kibosh on you. We got to regulate this." Come
Which,
on, y'all. It's all
what I
business.
what I liked about block folios, they played the game the way it needed to be played. They had a centralized market and they had centralized banks that managed according to the FCC, the Securities Exchange Committee, and they also went to the centralized banking, the banking stuff. But they also had the ability to do DeFi, and when they had an order to cease and desist, and when they came in to check them, they literally had two sets of books: one for the centralized market that they recommended, and one that they were doing in crypto, and they couldn't say anything anymore. But they made them know you were no longer, as a Jersey resident, allowed to temporarily take part in the DeFi system as a DeFi savings account, a decentralized quote unquote savings account in crypto.
Yeah, the DeFi space is what's making me the most excited, honestly.
Well, come on, brother, share, man. Don't be dropping diamond and calling back. Come on, give it up, give it up.
Well, I'm just letting everybody have their say, but
Yes, we
you
want you to have your say too. Come on now.
yeah, like the reason I like DeFi, and I think that it's gonna probably okay. So I think there's gonna be a combination of two things that are gonna lead the bull run for this crypto market. It's gonna be NFT gaming and DeFi.
Yes.
These two together are gonna make crypto just absolutely explode because with DeFi, you got no credit checks, you got no backgrounds, nothing of that. You don't none of that. If you got collateral, you get the loan, and like it's insane. It's peer to peer loaning, and there's just so many things that you can do with it. It's insane.
I love that. I really love that. You know, and when you can be part of a space where and that's how banking was done originally. It was collateral based. If you had something to hold as an exchangeable good for the same amount of value that you wanted, there was no questions asked.
Yeah, like I could put up, let's say, like I put up $100 of Bitcoin, and then I can actually take out $1,000, in USDT as a loan. Like, man, you can't do that with a bank, especially nowadays. No banks are giving out loans.
Mm-mm. Even if you give up your firstborn and your left leg, they're not saying anything to you. Oh man, what do you think, Miss Kai? Where you at with that? Have you delved into the DeFi banking area?
I agree.
I Short, sweet, and to the point. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm just getting in to that right now.
Okay.
So, but I definitely agree with Spirit there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got a little echo. If you have a second device on that's playing this, can you please either mute that device? If like you have it on a phone or something, you have to shut your phone sound down. Because I was realizing that's where a lot of the echo is coming from. We have open mics. So just shut it. If you have on your phone, just turn the sound down all the way on your phone. Because I was like, I'm shutting off mics. But that's okay. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, that's our next trip. We're going to get some loans. Let's go look at loans just to get them. I'm excited because I keep hearing how really easy it is to get these things, and literally how much easier it is to pay them back because they have use case. You know what I'm saying? They have use case, and we want to make sure that people understand that. What if you need a loan for look, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just common sense. Do not get a loan and go on vacation. You get a loan to make more money.
Hell
yeah,
to the no.
yeah. They say you only they say rich people take on debt to buy assets, not to
Yes.
buy liabilities.
Oh, Miss
Yeah.
Chocolate got dropped this week. She's gonna come on back. It's all
She
right.
will. She will definitely
But
be
I'm,
back.
I'm like, we need to be promoting and sharing. You go from asset to asset when you're creating wealth. You go from asset to debt only when you're trying to come back into asset. You see what I'm saying? You go,
Yeah,
and when I say asset to debt, you take your assets, you leverage against it. Okay, that's going from asset to debt. You go get a loan to flip. Thank you, Miss Cameron. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better in the act. Let these folks know what you know, because this stuff. I'm serious. This stuff is going to be replayed on YouTube. We want to thank everybody out there who's supporting us on YouTube, joining this channel, getting in this conversation. There's going to be way more of these group conversations where you're going to get different point of views. Because I'm trying to tell you, it ain't about what this collective says. It's about what the world collective says.
Mm-hmm.
So keep in mind, we're building the collective. See, last week we gave our original collective their flowers because they started this. This started as a big group of people with different points of view, and everybody is getting into new things and helping to expand the process of each other. It ain't stopped yet, y'all. We actually
Not
meet.
at all.
We meet tonight at 9 o'clock to do just that, build. We going to build finances and show folks, new people, how this crypto thing works, so they could come in the door and have and see and get their mind blown. You know what I'm saying? Is that not what happened the first time you came to place to go? He's like, yo, wait. How did that go up like that? How did you go from a double digit to a triple digit in like 4 dimes or in like four nickels or whatever? You had 11 cents. You did 11 cents, and now you've got triple digits the money. You don't understand what your banker watches. That's why they're like, hey, come on in. You my friend. Come bring your money to us. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're getting you to put your money with their money, and they're making it into portions. And every time a penny flip, they get hundreds, thousands on
and they
that.
yeah, and they even got that in the crypto space too. So you got to watch out for that. You know,
Yes,
there's people
yes.
who will say, "Oh, give us your money, and then we'll make you more money on Bitcoin." Yeah, while they keep
Bitcoin
You
tapping it.
IRA.
see
That's
that?
all I'm
And
gonna
you can
say.
get it done yourself. That's right, Miss Cameron. That's what I'm talking
Bitcoin
about.
IRA.
This is the life that we really live, y'all. This is really happening out here. So yes, of course the government is trying to go, oh, we better get our piece. What have they been doing with our paychecks? Every time you make more money, what do they do?
Right
Tax it.
there. There's your answer.
I know.
But
Straight
this is
up.
what I think. Whenever we get ready to drop, we drop a nugget in there. The fire truck said, "Oh no, you can't tell them about that.
Yeah,
You
they
can't
got
tell them that."
somebody at the station watching the
Like, woo,
show.
woo, woo. Don't do
Every,
that. Woo, woo, woo.
yeah, every time they hear some knowledge drop, hey, turn on the siren.
They can't be telling all them secrets.
Right.
I
Can y'all
really
hear me
think we got
okay?
to. Go ahead, Miss Chocolate. I'm sorry.
Can y'all hear me okay? Thank you. No, it's all right. I don't know what's going on with my connection.
We
I
got you.
feel like things is coming for me, trying to hush me, trying to stop me. But this is the thing I want to say about what's going on in politics and crypto. We are absolutely the ones who will stand up and fight back. Just the fact that we left that fiat dollar system and start running on that hamster wheel and start something else, we are definitely the ones that could bring a change about to where they won't be able to eliminate it. Because this is the issue. We don't understand law. And so when things are happening, we don't know what to do. We don't make the phone calls. We don't speak up. We don't write letters. We go to social media. We get out here hollering and about what we feel and our opinions and everything. But we do not know how to structure it to enforce change in law. And that is what we need to do. And we are absolutely ones that will do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, y'all. I keep muting because I'm trying to make sure we don't have too much background. But I want to just let you know, she is totally right. This is one of the reasons why these specific voices were invited to this platform. Every portion of what we're doing, the learning, the building, the growing, acknowledgement, law, especially law, it has to be addressed. Suki, you got to. So hopefully she can get in.
Yeah.
But we got Miss Anointed Steps. Now we're coming to the top of the hour, but I do want this young lady to come in and at least say hello.
I just want I just have one last thing to say. Ladies and gentlemen, please go to ussenators.com, get your local senator's telephone number, and call him.
Him or her,
Him or her, call,
right?
blow up their phone, let them know that you're not cool with what they're doing with Section 80603, and let them know you don't appreciate that, and they need to repeal that and restructure the wording. That's all I want you guys to do.
We
Tell
don't want
and
them to
don't
have
be
as is. That's right.
yeah.
It
Restructure the
should
wording
be
and
bipartisan. One
be
second.
adamant but be polite.
You got to be very specific because the bill they're trying to pass is called bipartisan infrastructure bill. They all know what its name is. What they are not familiar with is the part that he just said, because that was a section added in as to explain how they were going to pay for that, all those things they put in their new law to get done so they could get money. And they're saying, well, we're going to raise the money. They're raising the money off of our backs and off of our future in crypto. They're raising the money by creating a new source of funding, and this is long term. This is not a one shot deal. They're talking about changing things so it becomes this new source to pull on. That's your future funding. That's your opportunity. And you have to understand what is being said. Cryptocurrency it's a safe way to do business with each other that doesn't involve a third party. And it doesn't require heavy taxing or even heavy fees. The problem with it is when you try to regulate something that was built for deregulation and security, you take the security out. It will create so many more problems than it would ever fix. And then it would create a big problem just trying to create it in the first place. It creates a huge expense to be able to put in action what they're talking about.
Ladies
But
and
they're
gentlemen,
hiding it under, we're going to fix buildings and have jobs and all of that. So they're making it look like it's a great thing and we can all, I would get behind the infrastructure bill until I read that part.
yep.
But then I would have to get through to page 2,487. And who's going to do that over the weekend?
And they have 3 days only to read
This
a.
time you're muted. Go ahead, baby. Unmute.
They have 3 days to actually, by law, they have 3 days to read it before they bring it to the floor for a vote. It didn't even do the 3 days.
They're
Second of all,
still pushing their own coin, though.
yes,
They're gonna want you to get behind their coin.
Well, the coin to get that, that's the infrastructure is being set. So just to let you know, when we say infrastructure, we're not talking about what the bill is trying to promote.
the infrastructure relates to the roadways, buildings. Amtrak is about to get the biggest increase they've ever got for infrastructure and rebuilding, and along with the airports who already got bailed out already, they're about to get another couple $1 billion. But I want you guys, and this is what they said to make it look cute. Joe Biden put a bill together to the House for $2.5 trillion. They said we can't do that because we would get the biggest tax hike raise we've ever seen before. But they created a $1.1 trillion budget, but the expenses are only $500 billion, and all the people who helped write it get to divide the other half of that money. They didn't say that. That's called the greasy palm set.
Where's the rest of the money going is always the question for me.
Yeah, that's all. Lobbyists, favors.
So American
Rich,
people, you're not doing your books. You're not
no,
holding anyone accountable for the books.
you're not.
And that's what we
There's
want to
some niche.
say. If you are
There's some
not
niche stuff
calling
that's
up
getting
your,
missed.
I don't care if you don't have crypto. This is specifically for the folks that don't have crypto. You don't want someone to remove an opportunity that you never had, that you never got to
Absolutely.
be a part of. And this is why most Americans are like, when I talk with them, they're like, "Oh, the government controls Bitcoin." No, that's what they want you to think, so you won't get involved. That makes sense. They make people think that this is a government thing. This was long before they even mentioned it. So if you have the wrong idea from the get go, what were your chances that you could ever make profits in it when it was available to you? And now, because you're desperate and they know this is it, we need to get you behind this great idea, this great piece of bill writing. We need you guys to get behind this, but we don't need you to read it though. We'll tell you what's in it after it passes.
They're
That's
also
exactly
supposed to put
what
it.
someone actually said. One of the
they're-
politicians actually said, "We'll tell you. We can explain all the details after it passes."
That's crazy. First
What?
of all, they're supposed to put it out to the public before it never went to public hearing. This whole infrastructure bill has never gone before public hearing anywhere. You can't. I was in the governor section yesterday, and there is nowhere where they posted public hearings at all.
So I'm
But they
glad
got
we
a
got
bill and
everybody
amendment.
back together. We are running into our time, unfortunately.
Yes,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but we do. We have to get off. Why do we have to get off? Because P2G is an education platform that provides the actual service of teaching and sharing how cryptocurrency works. We do this every 2 weeks as a
absolutely.
labor of love from our hearts, and you are welcome to come and join us. You want to get on P2G Networks, the website. Please hop on our website and just check out any of the free courses that we have right now. It is amazing what we've been able to get up to as a community. We teach, we share, we grow finances together. We help people
Absolutely.
find resolutions as a collective. And we thank everyone here who has joined us tonight on Collective Enlightenment. Miss Kai, Spirit Bear, Miss Chocolate Gold. Some powerful people with amazing hearts to give. We want to make sure all of you know you are welcome in P2G. It's a network of networks. Bring your network and you'll be welcome to fill up your plate so that you can have diversity of finances and choices you never had before. Now, go
Absolutely.
ahead and give them some love. We're about to get going. Tell them where you guys are at. Where can they find you all?
You know me. I'm anywhere the P2G network is running. We have classes this weekend.
This
We got
weekend.
Spirit Bear. We got the university. We got the trading platform. And we got crypto boomers.
Yes, we
Oh
do.
yeah.
We got our crypto boomers.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we're about to get started. I'm opening the room as we speak so that we can get started. Hop on. It's free registration. Miss Kai, you want to tell them where you're coming from?
Right, I'll see you there.
Miss Chocolate.
Yes, peace and love. I'm calling live from Hendersonville, Tennessee, and you can catch me at PCG multiple days of the week, especially on Thursdays when I am teaching crypto periods, which is one of my favorite parts of crypto, that we can actually bring the children back into the dynamics of building family legacies. You
Exactly.
can also catch me on Fridays. Don't miss next Friday, Fundraising
Right.
Freedom Fridays on Stereo.
That was hot to death today.
And you can find me on Facebook. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I definitely did. And you can catch me at Chocolate Gold on many platforms: Facebook, Instagram, mine.
Absolutely. Recording in progress. Uh-oh. Recording stopped. So P2G is open. We want to say,
Hallelujah.
Spirit Bear, where can you be found? And I know yours is really amazing. Simple, quick.
Yeah, y'all know me. I'm everywhere. Uh, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. All at Spirit Bear, SPARIT Bear, or just go to spiritbear.com. I got it all there for you. Make
Yes,
sure you sign up
yes.
for the class on Sunday.
That's right. Sign up. It's $50. The deadline is tomorrow, and you will get your link and invitation by tomorrow when we send it. We want to thank everyone who signed up for the class this weekend. Actually, we are probably half capacity, so you guys have some room to get in. We'll talk to you soon and love you much. Good night and have a wonderful, wonderful evening from Collective Enlightenment. Thank
Nice.
you.